So today we've got a 10 litre machine. So just some notes with this, it is quite heavy. So you're going to want two people either side, get a good comfortable grip and put it on something pretty sturdy. This will weigh about 75 kgs once it's got the mixture in it. So it's really important that you've got a good stable platform for it to sit on. And just remember, this will want its own 10 amp supply set, so you just regular wall socket. Just make sure you're not overloading it, because it draws a wee bit and you don't want to trip the machine out. When you get the machine, you'll have some drip trays. They just clip into the front here, just like that. Now, it's important once you've got the machine in place, don't rush to get the mix into it. You want to make sure these bowls are sitting in place so that's down firmly. This one here is a little bit out. It's missing just from its clip here, so it wants to go down and back in. Make sure they're sitting in place. Next, just to be safe again, we'll also just pour some mix into the, not mix, just some water into the machine here. So that's just going to go up here, and that's just going to check the seal. So you probably want to do 2 jugs full, so at least 10 litres. That's going to get you up over this, up over the auger. You want to wait a minute or two and just see if there's any water coming out of here. If it's not, the seal's all good and you're good to go. So before you go from there, you just want to empty all this out. And next we'll move into how the switches work. So the switches here, you've got a day mode and a night mode. For this, once your mixes have been poured in both sides, you can flick on the machine. And you want to turn them up. So they're all on to night mode, on to day mode, and then the same again with the augers. So that does the spinning. So the bottom controls do your augers that spin, and then the top ones are freezing down. Now just remember, through the evening, if you are running out of the last of the mix, that you can actually end up turning this down to the night mode. If it's getting too slushed up, so it's getting too cold and it's getting too condensed, you can flick it right down into that night mode, and that will change it from -4 down to 4 degrees, so it just makes it a bit more of a consistent slush. Now just remember, throughout the evening, you just want to remind your guests you don't need to pull too hard on the handles. You can just go pretty gentle with that. Some tips and tricks through the evening is just remember, you can pre-make some of the mix up and put it in the fridge. By doing that, it's just going to cool it down. So once you pour it and you are using the machine through the night, it doesn't have to slush down as quick. We suggest topping it up regularly, so it doesn't fully empty and take longer to slush up. With most of our mixes, they'll be slushed up within 1 hour, usually within about 45 minutes.